So I wanted to make this video yesterday, but I was too busy with a lot of stuff. Believe it or not, despite being on, Friday the 13th, it was pretty lucky for me. The news broke out, as which I'm going to talk about today, but also I have gotten a job. So I'm happy for that. I am actually thrilled. I still got goosebumps for it. I'm pretty much getting prepared, about to basically shave my beard, basically look like a somewhat cool professional. Because you know what? I'm happy. Still like a lot of good stuff has happened basically. So I just have to get this out of the way. So yeah, I am happy, but I am also happy because of the news. Activision Blizzard King was finally bought by Microsoft after what felt like an eternity. It finally happened, but now there's the big question. What happens next? Well, looking into what happens next, I saw a lot of stuff. Guitar Hero might most likely will be getting like a revival, which I am curious to see how that will go. At the same time, it's like I'm not a fan of Guitar Hero, but at the same time, I do gotta appreciate the hype and the community surrounding it. Uh, well, a lot of stuff they are bringing. I remember there was like talks of like getting the Transformer games like back on. Like I remember Hasbro was like pleading with Microsoft, and of course a bunch of other games, not just Call of Duty and related, but pretty much a lot of the Activision Blizzard IPs would be put on Game Pass and Game Pass PC, but not now. In the following months, we'll see it happen. Most likely Call of Duty first, but then slowly we'll start to see like more changes, like Prototype 1 and 2, Gun, etc. But the thing about it is, I pretty much am ecstatic. But I want to say, I also see the worry of some people having it be a monopoly. That is one of the big things that I think is very important to note. When you have a monopoly, it's dangerous. I mean, it's bad. It's something that I 100% agree with people. Having Microsoft turn into a monopoly is not a good thing. It's not helpful for consumers because if it basically is that I get all these chips at one place, but then I go there and it's the same chips that I got from before because everyone's being buy out by this one company, it's just not a good thing. It just kind of feels pretty crappy. It's just anti-consumer related. But luckily in this case, it was not anti-consumer, which I am glad for. This is basically where another thing that I remembered hearing about, which also is something that I do agree with people. It's like I don't want Call of Duty, uh, Overwatch. I don't want all these games to basically be, in the rights of a company that's just having them there because they just want to. They don't. I don't want like Activision Blizzard to be like just a trophy on the wall to basically show off like, oh yeah, look at how much cool stuff I got. It's like, no, like come on, you gotta do something with it. You can't just basically buy it out and say, okay, my job's done. It's like you gotta like put a lot of effort into it. You put like Xbox put in the effort of Halo Infinite, a game that basically was doing very poorly at launch, but now with basically a huge change and scrubbing away the horrible negativity and nature of this company. It's like look at the devs now. Halo Infinite's basically kicking some ass and taking some names now. Like huge change. And that is good. I want Xbox to basically be involved with this stuff. I want them to basically take control. And I want it to be that they're not being too forceful, but also they're not pulling a Redfall, where despite being like, oh, we're not going to let you guys like, we're not going to force you to work on this game. We'll let you do it at your own pace. Just leave it, let them do that, despite the fact that they were not like wanting to make the game. It's like I don't want that. I want Activision Blizzard to be like leading to a great success because the thing that is very positive about the buyout, at least for me and what everyone else can agree with, is accountability. Activision Blizzard is finally getting accountability, which I'm glad. Like, they have basically done the most horrendous shit possible. Like, it's actually mind boggling at how toxic this gaming industry is. I mean, yes, it's no shock to anyone. They are pretty bad, but Activision Blizzard and Ubisoft are just the absolute worst. And with Activision Blizzard, there's at least accountability now because finally they could basically just, if they get into trouble, it's not them that's just brushing it off like, I don't care about that. No, they have to report to the man upstairs, which is Xbox and Microsoft. Like, accountability. And this is where it's also very important. It's not just accountability, but it's also, well, the work environment's going to be better because with Activision Blizzard being bought by Microsoft, the toxicity is going to be scrubbed away in the offices. Like, in case you don't, believe me, Bobby Cockdick, that asshole CEO that basically just was allegedly such an asshole to like his employees, threatening to punch them, and I don't want him to come and punch me, allegedly. But pretty much he's gone. By 2023, he is gone. By 2024, he's going to be kicked out, but they need him around in 2023 to help finalize the deal. It's reported that by December, he's going to basically be, essentially gone. Like, this is his last month or so. But by January, he is officially kicked out. So, between December 2023 and January 2024, he's gone. Which, you know what? That is a good thing. He has done nothing but run his company and Blizzard into a horrible state of mind. And I want there to be accountability now. And not just accountability, but the employees are treated like gold. They are not treated like garbage, which I am 100% hopeful for. That Microsoft can basically do, the positives. They can fix the damages that Blizzard has created for themselves and Activision has created for themselves. Like, I know it's a big like stretch, for most of these, but the one common goal that everyone agrees with, even the union side, who is basically celebrating along with the other employees of the buyout, well, I want it to be this. Okay, I want it to be that employees are treated fairly. They are not being forced to work in a crunch culture. They are not being like humiliated for being a woman or someone that is trans, someone that is part of LGBT. Like, I do not want people basically being made fun of for, just their sex, their race, their sexuality. Like, I want it to be a welcoming environment for Activision Blizzard, please, and they have better pay and they are treated fairly. Like, it's so like, you know, easy to do. And I hope that this buyout does make it better. So, yeah, I'm 100% support this buyout and I hope that the future leads to good things. So, thank you and have a good day.